Today, I am giving you 5 things to consider before choosing Google Fi as your next cell phone provider. They're going to be mostly good things because honestly, there's not that many bad things about Google Fi. In fact, I couldn't really find any. So if you're considering Google Fi for your next cell phone plan, then this video is for you. I'm Sherry, your telecom expert. Let's go. In this video, I'm just going to give you 5 different facts about Google Fi to consider before choosing it or not as your next cell phone provider. The first fact we're going over is coverage and network. Who does Google Fi run on? What network are they with? And that would be T-Mobile. Now, T-Mobile has the third most coverage in the country. When you look at Verizon and AT&T, T-Mobile does come in third. However, they do have over 62% 4G coverage, and they are very often leading the race when it comes to 5G coverage. And I say very often because that race is back and forth all the time. I am not quite ready to call that yet, but T-Mobile is always up there. They are moving the boundary every single time when it comes to 5G. So although their 4G isn't great, their 5G is massive. So you have that to consider. And if you don't want to miss out on any coverage updates at WhistleOut, we update the coverage maps every 3 months for all of the carriers, so you can know exactly where coverage is no matter what carrier you're on. On to the second thing you should know about Google Fi, and that would be their plan options. And they do have a few, so let's get into them. The first plan, the flexible plan, the pay-as-you-go plan, the base is $20 a month, and then you pay $10 for every gigabyte of data that you use. And once you reach 15 gigabytes of data, your speeds will slow. But it's not that cost effective to go with this plan when you have other plan options that offer 22 gigabytes and would be cheaper, but I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's stick with this one for now. This pay-as-you-go option also gives you access to data-only SIMs, which I love for connected devices or any iPads or tablets you might have. Data-only SIM cards would be great for those. Normally that's a perk you have to pay for, especially with the major carriers. They do not just give you access to data-only SIM cards, though that is a premium offer that Google Fi is just offering for free with their bare minimum, bare base level plan. The other thing I really like about Google Fi is that you do have full access to your hotspot to use however and whenever you would like. The other great thing about this plan is that you can use it in Mexico and Canada for free, and then you have options to use it in over 200 countries as well. So overall, a really good option, especially if you're maybe a traveler on a budget. You know you're not going to be using that much data, but you still want to be connected to friends and family via your phone. This might be the best option for you at $20 to $30 a month for, say, 1 gigabyte of add-on data. Let's go to the next plan, Simply Unlimited. This is at $60 a month. You get 22 gigabytes of data, then speeds will slow. And you don't get the data-only SIM card perk like you do with the previous plan. You don't get access to your hotspot, and you don't have nearly as much freedom when it comes to traveling with this plan. So we're gonna skip right on over it and go on to Unlimited Plus, which is the holy grail of all Google Fi plans. At $70 a month, Unlimited Plus is up there in terms of cost with the other major carriers and their premium plans, but the major difference here is the travel perks and other perks you get. You get 100 gigabytes of cloud storage. You do get that data-only SIM card that came with the flexible plan as well. You get full hotspot access, and you get free full-fledged use of your phone all over the world, basically. With the flexible plan, you only get to use a certain amount of data around the world. With Unlimited Plus, it's full access all the time. As long as you don't use over 22 gigabytes, you can use your phone everywhere. That is such an awesome perk for travelers. And that brings me to my third thing you should know is that Google Fi really is a big hit with travelers. I'm an adventurer myself. I travel the world. I meet people in every country I go that are using Google Fi to stay in touch with their family back in the States. It is an awesome plan. Yes, it can be kind of expensive at $70 a month, but compared to the major carriers, you get a lot more in terms of travel. So if that's your vibe, if you're a traveler, you're an adventurer, then definitely check out Google Fi as your next carrier. The other thing I like about Google Fi that I didn't mention quite yet, but should have, is that they do offer eSIM plans. So you can use your iPhone as an eSIM and your Google Pixel devices as eSIM as well. That last bullet point was technically supposed to be two. I kind of combined travelers and price into one, but I wanted to separate them out. I just think it's really impressive, all of the travel perks they offer for the price point, and no other plan compares to Google Fi in that arena. The last thing I want to go over are the family plan pricing, because you can save a lot of money really quickly with Google Fi. So let's go over what you can save when you add up to 4 or more lines on any of these given plans. When we look at Unlimited Plus, that goes down to $45 a month per line with 4 or more lines, which is awesome. With Simply Unlimited, that goes down to $30 a month with 4 or more lines. And then for the flexible pay-as-you-go, that goes down to $17 a month with 4 or more lines. Again, with that $10 per gigabyte price point you have to pay for, depending on how much data you use. So that's it. Those are the 5 things you need to know about Google Fi. We have got T-Mobile coverage. We've got travel plans, price point, family perks, and more. We have digital eSIMs that you can use, those connected SIM cards, those data-only SIM cards I absolutely love. What's your favorite part of Google Fi? Are you interested in getting it, or are you going to say pass? Let me know in the comments. I'm Sherry, your telecom expert. Thanks for watching WhistleOut TV.